Hello, this is Danny Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide. While in the midst of editing 2 videos, completing my tour of my fan redesign of the Genesis Starliner, the ARGO ATLS cargo loading exoskeleton dropped for purchase at a price that surprised many people, $35 US with new money war bond, including LTI, and $40 with 6 months insurance if using store credit. So I thought I would do a quick video about whether this is a purchase you should consider making. Now, some people just must have every new bauble in the game and a complete set of every color of them. And if that is you, then please leave the video running to the end in order to help with the algorithm. Thank you. On the other hand, if you like the feeling that you are making wise choices with the budget of money you are willing to use on a game, then listen on. There is the price that something costs in the pledge store, and these are priced with the real-world considerations of what the market will bear. Then there is the price that the item will cost when available for sale or rent in the verse, and that is based on the utility in the verse and how much is reasonable that for the players to have to put time into getting one of them. So, 2 different departments, 2 different criteria, and thus 2 different prices. So there's no correlation at all that $1 spent on a ship in the pledge store has to do with the credits needed to buy the same item in the game. And that has particularly been the case with vehicles. So look at the Grey Cat STV, which has the same $40 ship value for purchase and upgrade as the Atlas and costs 75,000 credits to buy in-game. Now, the Aurora LN, with the same $40 ship value, costs 907,000 credits in the game. With the STV, a buck gets you 1,875 credits of value in-game, and with the LN, a buck gets you 22,600 credits of in-game value. So, when the Atlas is available in-game, most likely early next year, will it cost more like the STV? Yes, and likely less even than the STV. So is it a bad value to spend your ship budget on it now? If you are thinking long-term, then yes. If you are thinking short-term, then maybe. What do I mean by short-term? Well, buy it now, get to use it for the exclusive period, and then as soon as it is available in-game, then either melt it to spend the money on something with more long-term value, or upgrade it to the ship that you want to and get you that good, juicy extra value of LTI. This, of course, presumes that there is something 6 months or so from now that you will want to buy, upgrade, or add to your fleet. Now, the other thing to bear in mind is that the Atlas, despite the accolades and Aliens cargo loader vibe, it is not universally useful. First of all, when arriving at any place with an instance hangar, rather than the persistent hangar of your home city, even if you already own an Atlas at location, you're going to have to store your cargo ship to clear the pad, recall the Atlas, run out to the middle of the hangar, climb into it and go through the startup process, clomp all the way back to the periphery of the hangar, return to the fleet manager terminal, recall your cargo ship, and then wait as it returns to the hangar. So you are at a significant time disadvantage over just grabbing that max lift tractor beam off your back. So unless you're loading and unloading a very large ship, you aren't going to make up for that head start. So there are 2 primary use cases for the Atlas. The first is your persistent hangar, where you can just store it permanently on the vestibule and hop in and out of it. The second are ships that you can just have the Atlas travel along with you. But that requires ships that have internal cargo with a location where the Atlas will not be reducing your profitable capacity. So that excludes the Nomad, Hull A, and Raft, very popular cargo ships. Although it would be cool if they made a future Raft version where there was some sort of platform or clamp that you could attach your Atlas. Well, that's just a wish. But the primary examples of ships that you could easily carry an Atlas around with you are the Crusader Spirit C1, all the Freelancers, the Hercules series, and the Caterpillar. Although with the Caterpillar, you will have to move the Atlas in and out of the ship with your max lift. Ships with cargo lifts rather than ramps, like the 890 Jump and the 600, the Atlas has to take space on the lift, so it's less useful. Also, ships with well-positioned tractor beams, I'm particularly thinking of the Constellation Taurus, will see minimal added utility from having to carry an Atlas around. Now, as an aside, in considering the value of the Atlas, I am presuming that the exploitive use of the Atlas that have been shown by others, like hurling A-1 bombs hundreds of meters at enemies or doing drops from any altitude harmlessly, that they will be fixed. I am only considering its intended usefulness. So, to summarize, you should think of buying the Atlas as a temporary purchase that will be melted or upgraded after they are purchasable or rentable in-game, which means you should also have an idea of what the eventual purchase from that would be. And then, only if you are planning extensive cargo operations to or from your home city, or if you are using a cargo ship that can easily carry one around with you everywhere like the Spirit, Herc, or Lancer. Now, will I be buying one myself? Well, actually, I am a poor example, because the main reasons why I buy ships at all lately is to make content using them or give them away as prizes. Which brings us, what a segue, to my ship giveaways. We have the special membership level to help cover costs of a live coverage at CitizenCon from Manchester with its own giveaway for that colossal cargo container carrying craft, the Hull C. And by the way, if anybody knows who at CIG I would have to beg, plead, or bribe to get an office tour of the day before or after, even if it was just a janitor, please let me know. Also, I plan on being at the Bar Citizen in San Diego this Friday, so look for the Panama hat if you're there. Plus, the regular Grow the Channel ship giveaway, as always, for the Zippy Zazzy Zaftig Zephyr, the Zeus 2 cargo, which you've just seen a pretty impressive preview of on Star Citizen Live, and for which we are just waiting for reaching 15,000 subscribers. Come on! Plus, further on, the marvelous multiplayer, multi-role mining meta, the Arasta. Just be a member for automatic entry, or subscribe and comment with the secret word. And the secret word for this video is the ship that you will have to tractor your tractor mech in and out of. Fly safe, keep it real, and I'll see you in the verse. This is Danny Raymond for Ray's Guide.